Very much. Who is your sexy daddy? It is fantastic to be here, and I must say, yes, equality. Monaghan might be a small group, but already you're bigger than the Labour Party nationwide. So, congratulations to all of you on that. I am absolutely delighted to be here, mainly because this is the first opportunity in a week I've had to talk about anything that's not Sykes-Serve or Dennis O'Brien, because that is non-stop. And by the way, if you're sick of that story now, and you need a break from it, switch over to one of Dennis O'Brien's stations. That'll give you a good rest, alright. But no, very important to be here, because Monaghan has long been my favourite part of Callan. I've been for many years. And it's unfortunate Heather Humphreys, or the Heather, I call her, the Heather, she can't be here tonight because she is appointing people to various boards. And then she reappointed them. It's very confusing. I'm not sure what she's doing herself, but she is a very fine Minister for Arts, and she's doing a great job. Oh geez, don't say arts at a yes equality event. Okay, sorry. Sorry, no, I'm confused. Let's start again. Okay. Otherwise now, it is fantastic to be here. Yes, I am the Jobs Taoiseach, as you know. Now I'm back on track. Tell them the good news. Always remember that no. Tell them the good news. I'm a Jobs Taoiseach, and as you know, since I came to power, sure enough, the number of popes has doubled, and I'm delighted to announce the creation of up to 4 new jobs for Monaghan over the next 25 years. Just vote for Fine Gael just to see what will happen, and it'll be great. Because it's very important, because lots of young people here, they know the future is in technology, and all to do with the cloud. I myself, not sure what the cloud exactly is. I think it's something to do with the vaporised hopes and dreams of the young people. They fly through it on their way to Canada, which is fairly handy as well. But we are a cross-party alliance, and it's all about equality, which is why I have a very important woman in cabinet as well who's looking after me. Hello everyone, it's Joe!
I know I don't look like myself tonight, but just close your eyes and let my beautiful voice waft over you. It's great to be Ireland's third after Dennis, most powerful person in the country. And of course, you know, there are many different things that happen in this country, bad things that we all want to, but the past is the past, and that's right, Clevey. Yes, to give him his proper name, Kevin Collins. Doesn't sound so shitter now, does it? But no, I'm not talking about that far back. I'm talking about atrocities like what happened in Jobstown last November. I get so emotional when I think of what happened on that beautiful day I was arriving in Callan, and the children were singing and dancing in the streets to welcome me, throwing flowers at my feet, and then a shot rang out from the Tala DVD depository. A man on a grassy knoll was seen with a water balloon. It hit me in the side of the loaf, and my highlights will never be the same. But don't blame the people of Tala. They weren't trying to block Amy in the car that day. No, it was just the first time they'd ever seen a new Mercedes. So you know. But yes, we in government, we are the ones who are going to bring energy and equality and dynamism. Because the man with all the energy is Michael Noonan. Hi there, just to rest here for a while. I tell you now, it was very important. You might have heard my spring statement, which is all about... Sorry about my breath after the jog there to the tail. It's all about the economy and the focusing, but things aren't quite right yet. You know, things are so bad down in Limerick at the moment that even the gangs have to take a bus to carry out a drive-by shooting. And you know, I was talking to the fellas over in Greece, you know, the Minister for Finance over there tells me that a loaf of bread is now €1,000. £1,000, that's what happens, you see. And I said, my James, I didn't know you had a super value over in Athens as well. But no, it's a hard old job, you know, eyeballing the Germans, especially when you got the one good eye at the minute. But on and on we go, no, the equality and all of that kind of part. It's all about the youth. Getting the young people out to vote. We have a young fella in cabinet, sure. We don't know what he's to do. He's voting for half the time. What's it, Dr. Leo Varouk or something?
It's Dr. Leo Varadkar. Of course, it's great to be here in front of you all, gay people. You're a leader. Genuflection or two. And of course, masterstroke. No one will ever criticise me again. It's absolutely amazing. It's incredible. I just keep saying, I'm sorry, I can't do this job. I'm terrible Minister for Health. And the media saying, wow, he's such a straight talker. And on I go. But of course, no, it was a difficult transition because I was the Minister for Sport, and now I'm the Minister for Health, and I left sport just as I was getting to grips with the difficult parts of the portfolio. For example, learning the rules of the GAA, which is important obviously for you people up here, once every decade or so. Sorry, century. The rules of GAA where if the ball goes over the bar it's worth a point, if it goes under the bar it's worth 3 points, and if it ends in a draw it's worth $1 million. So I'm glad I've got fully to grips with it. Oh, sorry, yes, I'm constantly referendum ballots and everything. We have to let other party leaders get involved as well.
With respect, I have a mandate to be here too. Okay, I didn't interrupt you, so kindly not interrupted you. And when I say I have a mandate, I usually have a mandate on a Thursday night with Martin Ferris. With two beards get together, it's a lot like Velcro, it gets messy and we have to make it a But no, as you know, my Gaeilge is a little bit rusty, but so ta is yes, is that, or is it at? And it's the first badge I've seen in a long time that doesn't have a sniper at work on it, but anyway. It's important for us in Sinn Féin that we have equality, and no matter what your sexuality, your orientation, your religion, your skin colour, of course, as Mary Lou McDonald finds out most days of the week. That tan is measured in wattage. And it's great to welcome some of the people from the Dundalk Outcomers. I'm assuming, I can smell the diesel off you from here, so I just assume it's Dundalk. I'm only joking, come on. Diesel laundry, so last year. It's petrol stretching now, isn't it? Fianna Fáil have to get in here. Hold on a second, no. Very important, no. That we all get to grips in this situation, because what we're enduring now in Fianna Fáil, when the whole thing was that idea, the whole LGBTQ, RST, UV, party. Mind you, my coming out as a Fianna Fáil member was a completely different matter altogether. But going forward, what's very important is we know where we come from in the history. And I of course down in Cork, and there's two Mícheáls in my constituency. So I'm known as Big Mickey, and then Mícheál McGrath's known as Little Mickey, because we're after the swing voters. I'm Big Swinging Mickey at the moment. But what we're enjoying to see in this country at the moment is that you're going, but with your experience is the exact opposite to the Great Irish Famine. You see, that you've all the potatoes you ever dreamed of, you just can't afford the shekel water to boil them now. But no, it's all about the yeses and the yes equality and all of that. And as a final address to formally, officially open this, we should have our first citizen, the little man in the big house, an old to Rocha, Michael Lee Higgins.
Yes, indeed, it was a great honour it must be for you to be here addressed by your first citizen and Ireland's greatest living poet. As you know, this is a very serious time. Of course, I will be very busy with the week of the referendum itself for welcoming Prince Charles. You know, it was one thing rubbing shoulders with the Queen, but it's not quite something I can do with Prince Charles up there with his wife Camilla, who is coming over to run in Punchestown, as you know. Yes, of course, and we wish the royal couple, of course, the very best of luck. A very exciting week, indeed, where the princess, what's her name, Kate Middleclass, is pregnant again, due to give birth any minute. And I hear, in fact, that she was a very difficult time because she was so unwell with the morning sickness. She ended up in a drip. And I thought, how ironic, considering that's exactly how she got pregnant in the first place. I myself, because it's a constitutional mission, I am precluded from having a view. As president, I couldn't possibly have a view. I normally have to get up at my wife's shoulders to get a view of anything. But of course, all I will say is that we've all come from various places in this country. Indeed, I myself grew up in a very small part of County Clare in the 1940s. And, if you want to know how miserable and grey and depressing and hopeless Clare was in the 1940s, go there now. It's Mícheál. I hope you all join us indeed and celebrate this wonderful evening because, friends, we have to move forward. And of course, I'm very excited myself because David Cameron has called me and said my visit to Britain was so successful last year that in fact they're going to rename a whole district of London in my honour. And I hope you'll all join me in celebrating the grand opening of Canary Dwarf.
as you can see. He gets a good better lash at it. And it's fantastic that no matter what happens at this stage on the 22nd of May, I think Ireland is a very different place now. The fact that this conversation is happening at all is just absolutely incredible. I was talking to the ladies from Lardy College there, telling me about their project, which they're doing next week. And I said, when I was leaving school in 1999, which was the year they were born, that if someone had a project which was, talking about people coming out as gay, that it would be national, if not world news. So we completely moved on in a very quick way. I think at the moment, and having been the unfortunate political nerd that I am, studying various opinion polls over the last couple of months, the headline figures of 78% are absolutely nowhere near the truth. I think this referendum is actually on a knife edge because those figures don't include the number of people who haven't decided. It also doesn't take account of the fact that about a third of those who say they're going to vote yes actually have grave reservations about it. They're not as engaged in the campaign as we are. Everyone has different things going on in their lives. They've got their children, they've got their health, they've got their money problems, they're worried about how Liverpool is doing, they're worried about what they're doing at the weekend. They're not engaged in this campaign, and they haven't been engaged, and they won't be up until maybe a week, 10 days before the vote actually takes place. And it's up to all of us to go to those people and forget about the no voters that make us all very angry. They're a lost cause. Ignore those people. It is the ordinary, decent people in this country that will make this decision on the 22nd of May, and we have to get into their heads that surrogacy and children and all of that confusion and nonsense that's been put out there is just not true. It has nothing got to do with that. Read the actual amendment that's proposed if you have to. There's no mention of children, there's no mention of religion, there's no mention of surrogacy or any of those issues. And we have to stand on the doorstep for half an hour if you have to discuss with those people. Gay people will always be a minority in society, that's just a fact of life. And to get to a position where we are relying on the majority of people to actually reach out with their tolerance, with their patience, that would be an absolutely extraordinary statement, not just in Ireland but for the entire world. It is amazing that nowhere in the world has ever voted in a popular vote for gay marriage, nowhere on the planet, and to think that little Catholic Ireland might be the first place in the world would be absolutely extraordinary, but there's a long way to go yet, and those 3 weeks are going to be the longest 3 weeks in the history of gay rights in this country. We have to keep on fighting. It is all about belief, and there's a lot of despair out there when you see those posters going up, but I believe in the people in rural Ireland, and I believe in ordinary decent, honest people out there. They say that the 65 plus group, they're predominantly voting no, that farmers are the only category of people where across all ages they are voting, looking likely to vote no. And the reason for that is probably a lot to do with LGBT issues in the farming community. How difficult would it be if you're going to the IFA or Monaghan and Ferment to come out? But if we put this statement out there on the 22nd of May, that everybody is the same, that you can get married to whoever you love, then it will take out that stigma. It'll take one more thing out of the playground as well, and it'll help some of us along the route as well. So it's time for us to hurl the little streets upon the great. I won't delay because there's a bit of musical entertainment coming up. It is absolutely a great honour to be here at Monaghan. Thanks a million, and the best of luck to everybody, and enjoy the next 3 weeks.
I find you're my best friend in the world. I have so I cry when you smile, and your eyes are like diamonds that shine. You're my strength, I know, a guide through this mist. You're my strength, I know, but I never forget this. And too far we've come, and we're not going to turn back now, because now we're one, and our son, it makes two. You're my strength, I know, a guide through this mist. You're my strength, I know, and I'll never forget this. Ooh. better version of me, and I'll never forget this. So as I say, it's a great pleasure for me to be part of the ESSEC campaign, and I'll continue to do so. Thank you very much, everybody. Pleasure to be here.